What if ChatGPT really could redesign a real website from scratch using practical UX designing process? Now in today's video, I'm gonna test this. So bear with me until the end of this video. My name is Kia and here is the Kimo. Welcome back to my channel. Chatgpt integrated the agent feature within the chat interface of itself. Agent is a new feature that will give us this possibility to chat with the AI, but instead of having a conversation with the AI, this time the AI agent is going to do what exactly we ask it to do within the browser. This means, for example, if you ask the agent to do a specific task on a specific website, the agent is going to open the browser, go to that website that you give to it, and then it's going to perform the operation and action that you ask the agent to do. Of course, in past, we could create an agent in different ways using the ChatGPT or using the other third-party application and create the automated pipelines for the operations that we would like to perform. However, now we have it available within the interface of the ChatGPT itself, which make our job much easier. By the way, before we start the next chapter of this video, I would like to remind you one more time that I've decided to share a couple of your works and designs in each video that I'm making. I have shared this before with you in other videos as well. I'm still waiting for your messages. Feel free to contact me via the Instagram, or you can join the Discord server that we have. You can share your designs there with me, or you can simply send me an email. However, I have also started to share a couple of design challenges within the Discord server, and you can also find those challenges in the community section of the YouTube. I'm very excited to see what you are going to do. Get sure to send your work to me. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to go through 4 main phases of the design process in this video. Starting from discovery phase, we're going to use the ChatGPT and its agent in particular to go through a web page and do the UX analysis and create a report of the UX findings. What part can get better and what are the problems that we can find in that website. All is going to happen by the ChatGPT agent. In the next step, we're going to ask the ChatGPT to do the ideation process to give us the best ideas that how we can kind of improve the platform that exists, how we can solve the problem that we find in the previous step. And after that, we're going to use the ChatGPT to create a wireframe and eventually the high fidelity user interface. At the end, I will open the Figma Make, give the user interface to the Figma Make, and then wait for it to generate the final real and clickable prototype. Here in my browser, I have 2 windows. The first one is the ChatGPT itself, of course. The second one is the website that we're gonna work in today's video on it. It is for the Ryanair website, and I would like to focus on redesigning this booking of a section in the hero section of the website. I have already prepared the prompt that I would like to give to ChatGPT that save a little bit of time here, which is going to ask the ChatGPT to generate the report, the UX analyzer report. But before we do anything, first open the tools and go to the agent mode. I'm going to paste the first prompt that I have. The prompt that I have has this structure that is explaining the business goal, which in this case is, as I said, we would like to increase the success chance and rate of finding the flight and booking it, especially on the desktop mode for this website. And we give the mission actually. What the ChatGPT is going to do is going to open the website of the Ryanair.com. I'm gonna copy actually this link to get sure that the agent is going to open the exact same page. And then we ask or define the UX Analyze framework that the agent is going to use, starting from Nielsen 10 usability heuristic protocol. And after defining the UX protocol that is going to be followed all along the process, I try to customize the behavior of the agent, giving more detail here, like what it should be done in the first step, what it should be done in the next step, and how the output actually should look like. So here I define the format of the output. Let's click on send. It might take a couple of seconds, but the cool thing is that, as you can see, the ChatGPT is immediately starting to set up the desktop. Let me go to the full screen. And after that everything was ready, we can immediately see one browser getting open here in our chat, and the rest is very cool. Here we are. So now we see that we have this view. The agent is explaining every step that is actually doing, and you can see, for example, automatically clicked on agree on the cookie banner. Everything else is very cool. So we have the browser, we have the web page open there. It's reading all the detail, all the text and everything. So let's wait and see what is going to happen as a result. In this step, we see that the ChatGPT agent is opening also other resources that it might be needed in order to get more information about the usability tests and everything, to collect kind of valuable information and use those information to create this report. And now the report is ready. Let's review the basically report that has been generated right now. The first step was about the task clarification. Here I see that it's kind of defined the user goal, the business goal, UX success criteria that we're going to consider in this task, and likely user intent, like what exactly is the reason that the users are going to use the system. Here we can find all the heuristic usability test criteria, such as the visibility of the system status, match between system and the real world, and the other criteria that has been considered for this report. And in each step we can see, or for each criteria we can see what exactly went wrong and what was nice and what was not nice, and the findings related to that criteria. Let's check one of these points and see if the findings are reliable or not. They are random stuff. For example, the hero lacks undo, redo, or back navigation. Within the form, no support for the keyboard navigation or skip link for screen reader users. Let's maybe go and see I assume what this point is trying to say is that when you give some input, for example, like what I've done here, there is no quick basically option to remove all the entry data and information to start again from beginning. If we continue scrolling in the report, we can see that there are results for the other UX analyzers or UX review protocols. Let's assume that all these findings are right. And I want to also mention that it's very impressive that how the agent actually navigates to that website that we gave it to it. It does some test and it really review the page. Probably I have to say that if we can skip this step and do everything using the AI, it could be very, very, very time saving for us. Now let's go to the next step, which is creating the wireframe. I have also prepared the prompt for this step. I'm going to just copy everything we have. This is going to be the next prompt. I would like to use the insight and usability issues that I identified in this step to generate the actionable design ideas. And I give some information to get sure that the result I'm going to get here follow the structure that I need. Feel free to customize your prompt and get the output based on your need, of course. Let's send this. Actually, I could switch from agent mode in this step. We don't need to be in the agent mode because we have the information. Now we have this structure that we asked the AI to create for us, starting from the prioritization of the UX issue that has the highest impact on the problem that we wanted to solve. As we did in the last step, I would like to read one of these ideas that has been generated in this step to get sure that we are not talking about a nonsense idea generated by AI. We need to kind of monitor this process a little bit, but I'm not going to interfere into it, so we will continue anyway. The first idea that we have here in the list is the autocomplete search field. The problem that is gonna be solved here is that the users must scroll through long lists of countries, airports, and manually clear a default departure, which increase the cognitive load. The proposed change is to replace the country airport list with smart searchable autocomplete field as user type. It's show match. Oh, okay, I understood. So basically it's gonna remove this list. Okay, maybe it's not necessary to see this list at the beginning because it's a long list that also the interaction with it is a little bit difficult because when you click on something in the left side, the list on the right side is going to change because basically it's the country and the airport within that country, which is not so clear actually. Okay, that's a good point. Yes, and include a clear X icon to reset the field. That's also a cool option that it doesn't exist at the moment. So now we have the ideas that are targeting the real problem that we found in the previous steps, which is a cool actually. We are basically doing or going through the double diamond design process, meaning that we first did the discovery phase, then we did some small ideation round. Of course, it's not a full-scale project. We do everything in a minimum possible size and scale. In the next step, I would like to give a prompt to make the AI to do wireframing for me. So based on the ideas that it has been generated, I want the Chatgpt to also generate an image of a wireframe. So we visualize basically these ideas. It's basically defined the layout that is going to recommend to us with the detail, which we can use in order to do the sketching ourselves, do the wireframing ourselves. And later on, we can also use for doing the design feedback on design feedback sessions and reviewing sessions with the client or anybody else in our team. And it is generating the image. So the job is done. We have this wireframe. It's not the best, but it's giving the ideas that what exactly the Chatgpt was talking about in the previous step. And the good thing here, or impressive part, is that now we see also kind of a logo here on top in the navigation that is pretty much similar to the real logo. Let's go for the next step. In the next step, we give our last prompt, which is going to ask the Chatgpt to convert basically this design or this wireframe to a high fidelity user interface design. And this is basically the last part or the last things we're gonna ask the Chatgpt to do. And our final UI is also done. Yeah, it's not the most impressive or most creative user interface that you could kind of make for this purpose, but it is still very impressive that you can see that how kind of Chatgpt converted the wireframe to UI by applying the colors that we gave in the last prompt. I'm going to give this to the Figma Make plus the explanation that we had in the wireframe section. I would like to see if Figma Make can make any prototype for us. So open your Figma and create one new Figma Make file. We can rename it to, I don't know, flight search hero section, whatever, it doesn't really matter actually. Then I would like to download this photo. Maybe let's give it a try to copy the image here and come to Figma and paste it here. Yeah, that's work, so we don't have to really download the image. And for the prompt, I would like to save my time and use the description of the layout that we had in the wireframe. So yeah, something like this. It might be a little bit too long, but yeah. Okay, so our prompt is here, our image is there. Let's send it to the Figma Make and wait. And here we are, we have our user interface here. A couple of stuff are not working. For example, this auto suggestion functionality here is not there. Most probably we can go further and fix this stuff. Overall, the other things that we had in the design, you can find it here as well. I mean, it's cool actually. In a couple of minutes, we converted one image to this. It's very impressive and it's very, very nice. But again, you need to work further on this, which is not that difficult actually. The good thing is that you can select the element by clicking on basically this item and select it. And from here, you can select every element that you have. You have also access to a couple of properties here. For example, you can change the font size, you can do the different stylings, the behavior, the padding behavior, I don't know, the alignment. This is already very cool. Plus you can ask a prompt for changes. For example, I don't know, add auto suggestion functionality to this input as a placeholder. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Yeah, okay, I have a lot of typo. Let's fix that first, and let's send it to the chat. So we asked to do a small changes here, and let's give it a try. I'm gonna type, yes, that's cool. Actually, we have this auto suggestion menu here as well, and cool. Let's continue, because right now the text input is right, the search, sorry, the CTA is actually disabled, and I don't see any result here. Let's continue filling all the stuff, and now you see that the CTA is now not disabled anymore, it's active, but you cannot click. But anyway, it was very cool, and that was it for this video. I wanted to just share this process with you. You can compare these two actually with each other. This is the current website, and here is what AI did. I see that the creativity, the amount of creativity that has been used for current website is more than what we have done with the AI. However, what AI did already is very impressive, because you should not see only the result, you should see the process that we went through. It kind of did some rational decision-making process to find some solution, and based on all the findings and everything and ideas, it generated this design, which is very impressive. Just imagine if we work on the quality of the output of each step, then most probably we will have also very, very impressive result at the end. So in a simple word, for me, this is just the starting point. Soon in the future, I'm not talking about 10 years, I'm talking about 1-2 years, we are going to start to automate the majority of the things, the processes that we are doing ourselves manually today. What does that mean for us designers? Are we going to lose our job? I mean, this is a question that you can see everybody is asking in the community actually. I mean, are we going to have something to do in the next year, or AI is going to take over? To be honest, I believe it doesn't matter what will happen in the future. The most important thing is that you do what you can do today, which will automatically prepare you for whatever is going to be in the future, or whatever is going to happen in the future. The first thing is that keep yourself open-minded, keep yourself up to date, try every new tool that you see coming out there, give them a try, use them. Not just see them as a solution for the problem that you have today, but try to understand how they're utilizing AI and new technologies in general to create a specific application. If you try to keep yourself up to date, you won't get shocked in future if something suddenly happens and try to take over your work or something. So you will be familiar with those tools. Also, you will be more agile toward the changes in the market, no matter if you're a designer or whatever you're doing right now. And the second thing is that try to be also more innovative, understand the infrastructure of the technologies that you're using, the AI, I don't know, the computers in general. And in that way, you can be also a part of these changes. Otherwise, you will be passively just watching whatever the other people are going to do, and you are going to be only the user. And please let me know what is your opinion about this topic in the comment section. I really want to know what do you think about this phenomena. And yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to share your work with me. I would like to show your designs in this channel more than what I'm doing actually. I'm very excited to see what you're sending to me. Plus, I am trying to share design challenges every Sunday. So you can join the Discord channel, or you can also check the YouTube community section every Sunday. I will try to be really on time actually. But yeah, you can work on those challenges and send the result to me as well. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.